Baby, you're crazy. Cause baby, you're crazy. Hi guys, and welcome back to another Lukeovision video, and welcome back to a brand new Eurovision 2021 reaction video. And in today's video, judging by that title down below, we are going to be having a little look at semi-final 1 of the 2021 Eurovision Song Contest held in Rotterdam. That's right, all the entrants have been revealed. Can you believe it? This season is going so quickly. I am so excited and so super pumped. This has been such a long time coming. You guys have been feeling it. I've been feeling it. Let's enjoy this moment together, guys. We've waited long enough. So yes, here is a rundown of how this video is going to work. I am yet to have a little look at the running order for semi-final 1 and semi-final 2. And in today's video, I'm going to be having a little look at semi-final 1, and then I'm going to be giving you my initial thoughts. I will then be putting those thoughts into practice as I watch a compilation video of the running order of semi-final 1. And I'll be seeing if what I initially thought of the running order for semi-final 1 holds up when we actually put that into practice and watch as if we were watching semi-final 1 in the actual competition. Because we all know, guys, how some things on paper are never the same when they are put into practice. And as always, guys, this channel is not just about me. This is about you guys as well. I want to know what you think about the running order of semi-final 1, and I want to know if you think some countries were done dirty. Don't forget to leave your comments down below because I cannot wait to get into them. So here goes nothing. Here is semi-final 1. Right, okay, let's have a look. So Lithuania will be opening the show. Very bold move. You need a good song to open the show. However, how on earth are you going to compete with the wackiness that is Lithuania? Slovenia have been done dirty here. Then Russia. Oh, not only are they performing second, but it is a ballad wedged in between two wacky and wonderful songs. Then we have Sweden, and then we have Australia. Yet again, Australia isn't the most straightforward of tracks, is it? It is quite quirky and out of the box. And Sweden can get a little bit monotonous when you're looking at the chorus. Then North Macedonia really does have its time to shine after Australia, because Australia isn't to everybody's tastes, is it, this year? It is very jaunty. Then we have Ireland, which is a nice progression from North Macedonia. That seems to flow very well. Then we have the banger that is Cyprus. Yes, loving that. Ooh, yeah, then Norway. That could fall flat in comparison to Cyprus because, again, that is wedged in between two bops, especially two modern bops. I think Norway will look quite dated in comparison, especially for the casual listener. Then we have Belgium, Israel, Romania. They seem to flow quite well, to be honest with you, because Belgium is very unique and has its own niche audience. Then it progresses quite nicely to a more modern track with Israel, which isn't too much of a banger, but it's that mid-tempo sort of banger, which means Romania comes in quite well. Then the ethnic drop, that is Azerbaijan. Then another ethnic track in Ukraine. And then we have the ever sassy, ever fierce Malta to close the show. Do you know what, guys? I don't think the first semi-final running order is too bad. There are a couple of countries here that I think have really been done dirty. Guys, this isn't too bad at all. But now, the time has come to put my theories into practice as I watch a compilation video of that running order as if I was watching the competition. And I'm going to see which songs stand out and which ones are instantly forgettable. So let's put this theory to the test. Enough chat, let's react. Now, I know I am late to the party with this running order, guys, but I've had a birthday, I've been busy. So let's get cracking with this. Let's have a little look and see how the running order stands up, and let's see who have been done dirty. Let's go! Of course, Lithuania in this heat is probably the best song to open the track with. You're really grasping the audience's attention from the get-go. I think whoever comes after Lithuania are really going to struggle to stand out in comparison, aren't they? Everything about this group really says stage presence and, hello, I'm here! They've got so much charisma, so much personality, and the song is so quirky, and this instrumentation, it just grabs the audience. So really, I feel like whoever comes after this, even if it's a bop, is going to struggle to stand up to Lithuania, but let's see. And it's such a shame because Slovenia are doing so well this year and this song is so soulful. But Lithuania just puts you in that party mood instantly, and then it's just gonna take a bit of a head dive, isn't it? And I know it's not the grand final, but we all know the curse of second place performers. And guys, this song is decent in its own right. However, it does fall flat when you put the two songs compared to each other. And it is such a shame, and I really feel bad for Slovenia because it is wedged between two powerhouses. Let's go Russia. And like we've just said about being in a sandwich, the energy just lifts straight back up again. And this song has so many different tempo changes and it's all over the place really, but in a good way. Actually, if Russia was straight after Lithuania, I think they would be evenly matched in the quirky states, don't you? She's so funny. You do find that the mood goes up, down, up, down. Obviously, you started with Lithuania up here, Slovenia down here, Russia up here. Now Sweden's kind of falling down a little bit. This song is absolutely fantastic. I love the message it portrays. It is very relevant, very contemporary, but it does fall flat on the energy. A casual listener will like it because it's a foot tapper and it's memorable, but the energy's just not up there, is it, in comparison? And this roller coaster continues as Australia is up next, guys. Here we go, another quirky, jaunty, out-of-the-box beat from Australia. And this is not to everybody's taste. As we all know, music is subjective. Could this be seen as a little bit too wacky and a little bit too crazy? And I do feel like Australia still have that novelty factor, and they could just glide through based on their name and based on their country. She is great though, I do love this song, and it has climbed and climbed with me, and the hook is so contagious, it will get in your head, and I think the casual listener will vote for Australia. And yet again, this roller coaster, up, down, up, down, up, down, we're now gone back to a ballad. But I feel like North Macedonia this year in semi-final 1 has its time to shine. Heartfelt, warm, emotional ballad with sublime vocals and instrumentation. This is the first ballad that really has its time to shine. Especially if you're connecting with the music emotionally, I think North Macedonia could be a dark horse of semi-final 1. But it also does Ireland a great favour because it starts to pick up the pace, and it really, I think Ireland could stand out. It's a great progression and flow with the running order. And what helps as well is that this song and North Macedonia both sounds like they're from Disney films or epic movies, if that makes sense. So that's worked out quite nicely. And then guys, we're going to move on to Cyprus. And here she comes. Here is the banger. You've literally gone from PG Disney to X-rated. We love a juxtaposition. I mean, this part of the running order is flown really well. Picks up the pace and it doesn't drain the energy. It really just lifts and lifts and lifts. It's the most coherent part for me. But what a shame that we've gone from North Macedonia to Ireland to Cyprus, and then the audience are going to get zapped because Norway's going to come in at the wrong time. Do you guys feel like we should have a ballad section and then a bop section so it's easier for people to vote for diversity? Or do you think this random running order works? I'm not too sure. I want to know your thoughts. However, guys, staging could change this opinion. And as we see here with Norway, I like the staging. I think it's cool. I think it represents the fallen angel theme of the song. And this song has really grown on me, and I think it deserves to do well, but I don't think the running order does it any justice. See, look at the lighting and the electricity bolts on the floor and all the devils running around. I think it's great. Also, following El Diablo, people are going to be like, oh my god, it's like a musical. The devil and the angels, oh my god. So I think that's quite cool. Like, unexpectedly works very well. However, the 90s-esque ballad is wedged in between two amazing bangers. And do you know what? I haven't listened to this track in a long time. And now I'm listening to it again. I've underappreciated it. And it is so good. She is sassy. I think the audience are going to love her. Very contemporary, very Billie Eilish. I think a younger audience are really going to like her. And again, that was a banger, and then we move on to Belgium. Croatia isn't too in your face like El Diablo, the production value. And then we kind of slow the pace down, but I think this is a welcome change in pace because it's not too much of a ballad. It's a mid-tempo, dark kind of pop song. And one thing that you could say about this running order, guys, is that the vibes are so different. Different aesthetics, different vibes. And this song is a dark horse. I think this could do incredibly well. Like I say, it's a welcome change in pace, and I'm here for it. It's another contemporary track coming up. And this is a different element yet again. We've got a funk vibe. Israel have really come back with a bang. I loved this song originally. But can I just say, looking at this so far, guys, I didn't realise just how much of a bloodbath it is. There are so many decent tracks in this semi-final. And again, if the kids are tuning in for this part, very contemporary, very modern. So yeah, it's another confusing part of the running order, isn't it? Very up and down. But now we're moving on to an emotional and very contemporary part with Romania, another Billie Eilish vibe. And I know that I've mentioned how contemporary it is all the time, but this is very cool contemporary. So if a younger audience are watching this, they might actually fall in love with Eurovision and say, wow, there are so many decent songs in it. And I really feel like from Cyprus onwards is really the more modern, contemporary, fresh beat sort of sound of this semi-final. The first half is very quirky, very out of the box, and the second half is very kind of fresh. Speaking of fresh, we move on to the ethnic section. And it's about time we've had an ethnic banger in this semi-final. And we're going to have two straight off the bat. And that's what makes this part refreshing. This roller coaster is great. We love a Middle Eastern drop, and now we're going to move on to a different native sound altogether with white voice. Yeah, here we go! And I really feel like Azerbaijan is a great stepping stone to get the casual listener into this native and ethnic sound. If the casual listener were greeted with Ukraine, it might scare them a bit. But if we take that stepping stone and go from an ethnic banger bop, works, especially because this has an EDM drop. So I feel like Azerbaijan have done Ukraine some favours this time. It's slowly gotten the listener into it, and they might really appreciate that more, as opposed to if Ukraine were to open this semi-final. It might scare a few people off. And to close, we have got yet another contemporary track in Malta. And I feel like the contemporariness of Israel, Romania, with their Malta at the end, really sandwich in the ethnic bangers, and it does the ethnic bangers a favour in comparison. And if you're not into ethnic bangers, this has its time to shine. It is memorable, it is sassy, it is fierce. And we all know the opener and the closing of the semi-final really do have the best results because they're memorable. And guys, it is the same here. Lithuania and Malta really have their time to shine as they open and close semi-final 1. And there we have it, guys, and now it is debrief time. Right, okay guys, it's time to give you my top 10 from this semi-final 1 based on the running order and my opinion of who I think have come out the best. Okay, in no particular order, here's who I think have done very well from this semi. Lithuania, Australia, North Macedonia, Cyprus, Croatia, Belgium, Israel, Romania, Azerbaijan and Malta. And the top 4 countries that I feel like might struggle based on a casual listener's perspective and the running order are Slovenia being sandwiched in between 2 quirky pop powerhouses, possibly Ireland, just because the mood changes so much with Vasil. I feel like Ireland might be a little bit too jaunty to pop in there straight after. Sweden, because I feel like it is a little bit on the generic side when we look at the other songs. It is in the quirky half of the running order, and I feel that in comparison to the other quirky songs, it just falls a little bit flat. And Norway, because it is in between 2 absolute bangers. And I feel like people will look at the staging and say,
what is this?
But as always, guys, that was just my opinion and my thoughts on semi-final 1 and the running order. What I really want to know is, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the running order and what are your thoughts on these tracks? Has it changed your opinion on who you think is going to qualify? Do you think the running order is a big part of qualification? Or do you think it doesn't matter, it's all based on the song and people's personal opinion? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in that comment section. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. But that's all from me today, guys, and that is all from this video. If you love Eurovision season, please give this video a great big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button, just so you can stay up to date with all of the videos I've got coming for you guys. But that's all from me today, guys. All that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.